like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return. This one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. They'll run for the first time with Johnson. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Reset. Down. Green, the line. Come back.
On 1st and 10, Watson dumping it off for Johnson. No gain on the play there. It'll be 2nd down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, Watson. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
That's very well timed there defensively, because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. First time they've hooked up here. Good for 17 and a first down. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. They pitch it out to Johnson. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. A shotgun snap for Watson. He may try and run for this. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down.
And, partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's third down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the first down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
Now Tomlinson on 1st and 10. And he'll go down for a loss inside his own 5 at the 4. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. Back near his goal line, here's Brady. Steps away to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, and have them back on their heels.
Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Brady. This is Johnson. He's got it. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. A really good pickup of 28 yards. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
And he'll get this up to about the 40. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
Everyone's got 4 down.
On 2nd down, it's Tomlinson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. We become so accustomed to it, you sort of take it for granted.
You really do, but he is so good that every team in his division, every year, is trying to make sure they draft people charged with trying to block J.J. Watt. So far, hasn't been too successful.
Brady's throw on 3rd down there is incomplete. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Carolina getting set to take the field. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
Here's the first carry for Le'Veon Bell. Oh, look at that.
Oh, look at him turn.
And he'll be brought down here at the 28. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on 2nd and a couple. On 2nd down, here's Watson. Throw left side, complete to QT. Even with the nice move, can't go very far. Stop short of the 30. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down. They'll try and run for it with Bell. And he's going to have the 1st down, yardage to the 35. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
They go play action here on 1st down.
The effort's always going to be there. Everyone's always going to try and make a catch, but underthrown balls, I think, are the toughest ones to come back and get because usually your momentum's going in the opposite direction when you're trying to stop, break, and come back and get it.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Throwing again is Watson. Smith catches left side. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
This is Bell on the dump off. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. And they've got it here with a first down. 2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. A first down carry here for Johnson. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. The stop for no gain brings up 2nd and 10 from the 20. On 2nd down, Johnson. And across the midfield stripe into Eagle territory. Mario Edwards Jr. there to bring him down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
The Panthers on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. From the gun, here's Watson. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
He's got daylight. He's at the 40. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A big play there. An 80-yard touchdown. And the Eagles are able to strike quickly for 6. Well, he's used to running it that distance. Here he had to catch it, too, before making the run. Heck of a play for the score.
There's not many things better for an offense than a back who's a complete guy who can run it and catch it. And we just saw him complete a big-time play for a touchdown.
Elliott now to kick this one away. Now here's Johnson. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. Carolina getting set to take the field. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, 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 and what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Now a handoff. Johnson. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. 5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves him with 3rd and about 6 yards to go.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
The Panthers on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Off of play action, it's Watson. And he fires one, but incomplete.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. And he uncorks a beauty. Best of the day. Here comes Eagle offense now as they get set to take over here. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, let's see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time.
That's
that's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
Jamal Sheard on the stop.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. Now Brady throwing on 2nd down. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
And he'll be corralled right around the 34. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Tomlinson again, a first down carry. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll in fact tackle him behind the line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Brady to throw on 2nd down. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Right, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. No chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
Well, he talked a lot about erasing that loss last week, getting back in the win column. We'll see how he responds. 1:57 to go in this first half. We'll come back to Philadelphia after this.
Black 99 Philly. Check four. Blue 80.
To throw on second is Watson. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Geno Atkins breaking through to get him for a loss of 7. Gonna need something special here on 3rd and long. After that sack, what does Watson have in his arsenal?
Green 39. Green 39. Tiger.
From the gun, Watson. The open man is Smith. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. 12 yards there as they move the chains. Now a play fake here on first down. Throw left side complete. That's Smith. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. On first down, Watson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Smith. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. The Panthers got to go quickly. They're moving with a sense of urgency right now. Now Watson. And he finds a man on a crossing route. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. A first red zone opportunity for the Panthers thus far. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 15. From the red zone now, Watson. That is caught at the 7-yard line. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And he takes it into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. A great play there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Panthers are now an extra point away from tying up this game. Extra point good by Prater. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Eagles offense now, they head back on the field. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
On the handoff, Tomlinson. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. You sure you're ready for the third quarter? Need to use a bathroom or anything? All right, cool. Let's go. Set and ready to go for the second half. One touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. Out come the Eagles now as they'll go on offense first here in the third quarter. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. The pitch to Tomlinson. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. On 2nd down, here's Brady. To Shepard, complete over the middle. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. The offense on 3rd down tonight, just 1 for 3 thus far. They're looking at 3rd and the nose of the football. They'll look for the first with Tomlinson. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on 3rd and inches. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now flags come in here. Look like one of the Eagles might have moved. A false start backs them up 5, 1st and 15. Again, it's Tomlinson. They get the penalty yardage back plus a yard, 6-yard gain, and it's 2nd and 9.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Brady drops this off to Tomlinson, complete. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 7 yards on the play, and they're going to face a 3rd down. Shotgun now for Brady. It's caught. Shepard. And he's got the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field.
On 1st and 10, here's Brady. Oh, he can't get away, and Brady will go down. J.J. Watt in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Working from the gun, it's Brady. Throw left side, complete. That's Shepard. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
The Eagles on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Operating from the gun. Brady. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Jabal Sheard in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. Here's Tressway now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Oh, he takes it in, doesn't let it bounce. He takes it at the 2. It's a 45-yard punt, but a decent return there of 9 yards. And the Panthers will have a 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. The Panthers offense now, they head back on the field for their first possession of the 2nd half. Their defense did its job, yielded no points. Now it's the offense's turn.
And how much fun is that when you set things up to start a half and you just tell you guys, hey, if you can shut them down, get it back for our offense, we can roll. and they played out perfectly. Now, can the offense do what they...
There he goes left side. Past the 20. Touchdown, Carolina. A great effort there. 89 yards. And his guys are able to strike for 6. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
Prater for the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Here's Prater now set to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now Philadelphia ready to get going on offense again. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. A gain of 3, second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
That catch good for 5. It's third down. They'll try and pick it up with Tomlinson. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively, and it likely forces a punt situation on 4th.
You know, we might start getting some props here in the booth. You know, that one that says the D and then the fence that you put up next to it? How about that? They brought out the jumbo package and still couldn't move them off the line of scrimmage enough to pick up that first down.
Impressive. They were ready defensively for that jumbo set. And now before this 4th and 2 play comes to fruition, they're going to think about it and call a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. Taken in at the 22. It'll be a net of 39, 41-yard punt, 2 on the return. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. Carolina getting set to take the field. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something.
Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18.
Reset.
They'll hand it off now. Johnson. And Johnson lost the football. It's loose, poked out. And the Eagles have recovered.
They may have the edge on the scoreboard, but that hasn't made them passive, has it? I mean, they dialed up a pretty good run blitz there. And Brandon, you know that all blitzes aren't just designed to get to the quarterback and the passer. Sometimes you're just trying to take away every gap, every hole that might be created in the running game, and they did it to perfection and caused a fumble there.
Took away the gaps, took away the holes, took away the football. And he's going to battle his way down right around the 2-yard line.
Some good strong running right there, some power and some explosiveness just about got him into the end zone.
They go again to Tomlinson. They give them 2 yards there as they're set up now with a 1st and goal.
Well, after getting the ball in prime position to score after a fumble recovery, you think you're in a great spot. But the defense on the field is saying not so fast, and they've held firm on the first 2 plays.
They come out here in the eye. Tomlinson, and he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love. Second and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. They get it to him running left. And I think they stopped him again. They did at the 1-yard line. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal.
Right here, guys. Mike 51.
Brady now on 3rd and goal. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. As his guys are in for 6. And the Eagles are within an extra point of tying this thing up. And all about timing there on that short slant, Charles.
Exactly right. That was timed up so well. The route, the throw, touchdown.
A very important extra point there, up and good. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And onto the field, here come the Panthers. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You'd better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you. When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Here's Watson now on 2nd down. And a first hookup with his all-pro tight end, Rob Gronkowski. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
They'll run it with Johnson. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Here's Watson to throw on 2nd down. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Anthony Barr in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. Going to need something special here on 3rd and long. After that sack, what does Watson have in his arsenal?
56. Mike 56 right there.
Out of the gun, Watson. Looking here for Smith downfield. So they took a shot there on 3rd down, couldn't get it. Now it's 4th. Well, they haven't had a whole lot of success in the passing game here. Now in the second half, he's thinking, I guess maybe just take a shot deep.
I think you're right. Almost looking for a bailout, isn't he? Can my receiver go up and make a big play for me? Can I create a penalty downfield, maybe pick up an interference call and get that yardage downfield? Anything trying to get going again, but you're right. He definitely took a shot.
Philadelphia getting set to take the field. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
Now Tomlinson on the handoff. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's real easy to say this running game needs to be better, but the reality is they've been given a little time to actually find a place to run the football. It's almost like the defense is there on the handoff.
And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
To throw on second down, Brady. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides.
Hey, Alabama. What we get?
Here's Brady. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Gonzalez. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A big play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Eagles have moved out in front.
Did you see them hold up 4 fingers to the start of the 4th quarter?
They were ready.
They were definitely ready. They may or may not have done that, but they certainly have played that way. The 4th quarter has belonged to them, and now the lead belongs to them as well.
Elliott good on the extra point, and the lead is now 21-14. Elliott now to kick this one away. Charles, this one not over, certainly, but you set the magic number earlier in this game at 20 points, said that they would need to hold them right around that marker under it. What are you seeing here?
Well, that number is still in play because we said, okay, 20 or under gives them a chance to win. Right on pace for being in that range, and guess what? They've got a shot.
Watson now to throw. And he's got some space here. Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it. But fortunately, a Panther was able to get on this, so Carolina keeps the ball.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though.
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
And this is Tomlinson. And he'll be taken down right around the 41-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Tomlinson. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd down. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. Here's Brady to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. So fresh out of the... Two-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
Richmond.
Now a first down carry by Bell. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Anthony Barr in on the tackle. The Panthers got to go quickly. They're moving with a sense of urgency right now. They'll look to throw. He's got Smith here. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 11 yards there as they connect on the quick slant. He's back to throw. Flush to his right. He hits Gronkowski on the out route. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. That one goes for 24 yards. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
3 down. Richmond. Tiger. Come back.
He'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
The Panthers on third down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This will be 3rd and 6.
Check. 3 down. Tiger.
Back to throw. A bullet throw, but incomplete. What a great sequence by this defense so far. They've given him nowhere to go with the football.
And they just have to make it stand up one more time because it appears that they've got their number. Can they not have a slip up here and allow the touchdown?
Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down.
3 down. Tiger. 56.
Back to throw. And it's caught. It's a touchdown. So they rally here in the final minute, and they're an extra point away from tying this game. So getting the big touchdown they needed late in the 4th. Now what do? You conservative and just tie it up?
No, I think you put your practice into game situation. Go as fast as possible. You already have your play call ready to go. Go for 2 and decide it right now.
So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. Oh, good footwork on the spin. And now running right through him. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range. Not much. In a tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk reward, okay? If you go for it, what is the absolute reward on this? But the risk is probably greater. Run the clock out, get to overtime, and try and win it there.
All right, we'll see if they do just that. And he goes across the 20 to the 22. And with inside of 10 seconds, 8 to be precise, we get whistles and a timeout on the field. Brady to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's 3rd down. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left.
So many screen passes are the result of excellent acting by everyone. But sometimes the guy who's getting the ball tips the play off. The running back, because he's eager to get the pass. And sometimes he doesn't act very well about whether he's going to block or leak out or whatever. And I think that they saw that. And that's why they're able to get to him on it.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. So we're right back where we started. All even as the kick's away. Here comes Johnson on the return. Oh, what a move. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. Set for their first drive here in overtime. And this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team. And that first drive can dictate the whole thing because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
And it's been loud in here so far. Again, it's Johnson. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. A 6-yard pickup on the ground that time, and that'll make it 3rd and 4 coming up.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. You'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
It's 3rd and 4. Big play here, trying to keep this opening drive of overtime alive.
Richmond! We got three, fellas.
First throw in OT for Watson. And incomplete here on 3rd down. The temptation to go for it probably there. Always is, especially in overtime. Got to punt it, though.
I think you're right. I think that you absolutely have to punt it away and trust your defense, especially play a little field position here. But you're so right about the temptation. Another way to satisfy that, though, line up in punt formation and fake it. That's another way to get it done.
And out now come the Eagles. Their defense did its job, got the stop. All they need is 3, and this is over.
Couldn't have done much else other than score themselves and end it. But they turned it back over to them, and now all they need is a field goal to win the game. An excellent job by the defense. Can the offense finish things off?
Yeah, part 1 is done. Now part 2.
Keep it, boys!
And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here. They'll be left with just 1 remaining here in OT. Here's Tomlinson. And a nice spin into some open field. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. And he's into the end zone for the touchdown and the game winner in OT. Partner, a great game that we got to see and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime, a little whipped cream on top.
Look at you, trying to make this whole thing palatable.
I just want you to pay for my meal later.
You really just wanted 4 quarters what you wanted, but how much fun was that? We had that type of a game where we got us to overtime, and then we get the dramatic ending to finish things off as well. What a game.
So for Philadelphia, they move a step closer to 500 as their record improves to 2-3. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Detroit Lions. Meanwhile, for the Panthers, the loss will move them back to 3-2 on the year. And they'll try to rebound next week on the road in Nashville. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.
I got so much beef, I could barely sleep.